everybody. We are live. We're on the internet. Yep, for real. What's up, Mom? I'm reviewing some YouTube videos and giving feedback to my team really quick, and then we're gonna do some ranked, then we're gonna do a bunch of different stuff, so should be a good time. Let's start by reviewing this YouTube short. Playing on unlimited FPS. So this is a little bit controversial, but me personally, I have found the best performance in my Rocket League on 240 FPS. Now, it's taken me many years to understand. It said 40 FPS, so make sure that the caption says 240 FPS. Also, if we can move this text up to below the webcam, so that way it appears 33% down the screen, I think that'd be better visually. There we go. Understand the effects of this. For me personally, I started playing Rocket League, okay? I started playing Rocket League on a laptop. When you're on a laptop, there's this interesting thing that happens. So if you, in theory, I like right, cuts a lot. Purists will say you should uncap your FPS because that gives you unlimited ups. Zen poggers. You could have 500 FPS, etc. And even if you only have a 240 FPS monitor, having 500 FPS is better in theory because it reduces your input lag still. So there's this number that appears at the top right of your Rocket League menu. Let me show you. So this is the performance menu, and you see this button that says frame. Well, it's at 4.17. Nice pan. My FPS stabilized here. It's at about 4.17. If I uncap this for a second, let me show you what this does. In theory, it's better because you'll see my frame go down to, oh, look, it's only 2. Like, so in theory, I'm getting 700 FPS, and this is the smoothest possible Rocket League experience you could ever have, right? Right. Well, I've actually found that's not the case because maybe it's just because I stream, but when I record, having this unlimited FPS actually pushes my GPU harder and it throttles me. So if I were to now turn on recording or turn on streaming while I'm recording, I find that I get worse performance. I get more frame dip. Yeah, so basically playing uncapped causes frame dips, which makes sense. Luke, I watch so much of your content. Keep doing what you're doing. And so in theory, it's lower because now I'm on 2 frames instead of 2 frame delay instead of 4. I think that's milliseconds. I find my car control feels clunkier right now. And so maybe this is full placebo, but I find that 240 while I'm streaming kind of, yes, it puts me at 4 frame millisecond, but this is what all the pros play on stage. I believe it's 240. They may have upgraded monitors to 360, but the point is that I'm trying to make is that uncapped isn't always better. Nice. I really like that short. I'm going to let my team know. Fozzie, great job on this short. This is awesome. I'm reviewing it on stream right now. Great job. I really like the FPS one. Playing on unlimited FPS. So this is a little bit controversial, but okay, me personally, I have found the... Ozzy sent me another one. Let's see if this one came through. Joystick air roll versus directional. Only using joystick air roll. Okay, so I know this is a little bit of a controversial subject. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need air roll left or air roll right if you're trying to compete at any sort of high level in 2025. Let me explain what I mean. The directional air rolls, that just means air roll left or air roll right. You only have to press one button. Okay, so I know this is a little bit of a controversial subject. I really like that clip. I'm not sure if the voiceover was useless, so the cut isn't terrible. By the way, are these all edited using Opus Clip, Fozzie? W in the chat. Thank you, Cozy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need air roll left or air roll right if you're trying to compete at any sort of high level in 2025. Let me explain what I mean. The directional air rolls, that just means air roll left or air roll right. That cut is a little severe. Let me finish the word. Let me explain what I mean. So I press air roll left and I start spinning left. I press air roll right and I start spinning right. This, I like the text location. I meant to say text. This is super... Sometimes these words are overlapping each other, so make sure the clips are fully separated on the timeline, if that makes sense. important because it unlocks your joystick. So because you only need one button to press arrow left, you can swivel your joystick. Previously, if you have like air roll and you're just using free roll and you try to push forward on your joystick, your car doesn't roll. It just moves forward. The only way to get it to spin is if you do left, or you can do like a little bit up left, a little bit forward right, but you're much more limited. And so this air roll left, air roll right input has been proven to have a ton of utility on things like your extended air dribbles, your recoveries, and it just allows you to move faster in the air because you can pitch and tilt your car at the same time. This is one of the major reasons why pros hold down arrow left, hold down arrow right, and we spin in the air. The TLDR is if you don't have arrow left or arrow right bound, you're going to be severely limited when you hit a certain rank. You know, for some people this happens in Diamond, for some people this happens in Champ, for some people this doesn't happen till Grand Champ. There's nobody who plays at like a competitive level that doesn't have arrow left or arrow right. And so, yeah, I mean, these are just... It says arrow. You might want to correct that. They're really important. They're really useful. If you want to reach your mechanical ceiling, you got to pick one. Very nice short. Very nice short. Yeah, I like how these shorts came out a lot. How'd you make it? Opus Clip is good for sourcing shorts in general. I talked with Sal about it today. Pretty cool. Timestamps in recording, and I'm live on stream if you want to see my voiceover feedback. Cool. Okay, we'll record. Cool. What's up, chat? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Play some music. What's up, Nate? Nate says, hey, yeah, in the chat. Hi, hey, yeah. Listening to Midnight. Some stream beats. I've got a coaching class in 15 minutes in my Rocket League Clubhouse community. I think the bot just put a link in the chat or nothing. I'll do those announcements in a second. Why did my thumbnail not update? I put a thumbnail on the restream, but it doesn't look like it put it on YouTube. It updates. Yeah, it says an error occurred on the YouTube side. Please try. Oh no. I think it fixed. For some reason when I'm here, it's not showing the thumbnail that I thought I wanted it to show. But. See official fire. Air dribble roadmap coming soon. Somebody asked me about this in Discord. It's coming soon. Probably within the next week. This guy asked. Probably within the next week. I will make a post about it. When is the air dribble roadmap coming out? A lot of people have been asking me when my biggest YouTube project, probably ever, is coming out, the air dribble roadmap. We just finished revisions on draft 9. Draft 10 should be the final version. It's been about 3 months in the making, 4 months in the making, so it should premiere on the YouTube within the next few weeks. For sneak peeks, check out the custom channel. It's #airdribble roadmap. We've been documenting the build behind the scenes. always have to lock these after I make them. Lock posts so y'all can't comments in it. Get better lighting in your room. No, thank you. Appreciate the comment. I like the lighting in my room. 1 second, BRB. Okay, here we go. All right, let's do it. Let's launch Rocket League, y'all. What mode should we play, y'all? What mode should we play? I've got about 10 minutes before stream starts. First Twitch chatter. What's up, Ball DKZ2? What up, what up? Let's jump over to Rocket League. Moving around, getting some motion in. Coaching should start in a moment. 15 minutes. No reset. I used to watch you a lot years ago. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. When's the RLCS Boston Major again? I don't know. Did they release the event schedule this year? I didn't look at it. Did they release the LAN days and countries? Hi, Luke. I watch your videos a lot, try to get the hang of things. How long did it take you to learn air roll? How long did it take you to learn and get consistent? Air roll, I started to learn. I assume when you say air roll, you mean air roll left or air roll right. I use air roll left personally. I started learning air roll left when I was in college. I remember distinctly being in my off-campus house, like waking up at like 8 a.m. and like 9 a.m. And this is when I was in like, you know, YouTube grind mode or rank grind mode. It was around the time when I was making my playing with pros series, and I realized I needed to learn this. And at that time, I was just spamming Rings 3 by DMC and Lethamir's Rings. I probably put a few hundred hours in that way with no system, just like throwing stuff at a wall, and eventually I got the hang of some of the fundamentals. It probably took me hundreds of hours. I probably practiced over 1,000. Hundreds of hours for sure. Hundreds of hours for sure. And I'm not sure if you can count rank time as practice. But if I had a system, I would have learned it so much faster. That's why we made the air roll left tutorial and air roll right tutorial. Legend RL. Hey, love the vids. Thanks, Legend RL. We're going to do a rank 3s game before we go into more stuffs. Air dribble here. I got dunked. Now we get back. We don't get scored on. Nice. They don't save it. Teammate's over to the right. I'll play behind my teammate here. He tries to get a setup. Teammate should be going for this. He's going to take the hundo. That's fine. I'll just full lead. Teammate almost gets it there. Not quite. I'm going to hit it high. Maybe I get a dunk here. At least get a 50. Keep my speed up. He's going to hit this across. I might be able to hit this up the wall. Go ceiling. Maybe pass the teammate. Good try. Pass this down to teammate. Nice stop. He might hit this mid. Let's see. Not the best shot. I wanted to hit that up. Like for like almost like a double type thing. It's okay though. Gonna go full back. Teammate got a nice 50. And play this over the sidewall. Light air dribble here. I hear somebody low behind me. And he's just own goaling. He actually passes back to the teammate, which teammate gets a good touch. I'm gonna demo this guy if he turns left. What? I thought I had him demoed. It's so strange. Alright, I'll just take this boost. Teammate gets kind of beat here. Playing back. Nice shot. Great shot. Okay, good to know I'm console diamond, so I don't have access to rings. Yeah, you need to move the stick very carefully to control the car. Correct. Teammate should have it up high. Just slams forward. Not the best touch. I should be able to hit this over one. Try to recover. Accidentally land low. Get down here. Ball goes up left. Just gonna hit it to the sidewall. I need to take his boost here. Nice, we get the boost. Just hit it down. That's fine. We should have that. I'm gonna watch net here. Teammate should have this ball. He gets behind it by accident. He's leaving. I'll hit it up the wall. Just play slow here. They're all triple stacked on the ball. I can look for demo. Can't quite get. Take this left boost. Hit this one to the left. Just get a 50. Probably play this off ceiling. He's going to get a touch first. That's fine. I'm going to recover down. Get back corner. Can't quite. Going to play off pads. It should be fine. I'll go first here. Off ceiling. Might be a threat. Let's see. Nah, he recovers nicely. No boost here. Need to grab half. Support my teammate. He might get flicked. Nice, I have him backed up. I'm going to hit it up to the wall to myself, and I can go again. If he hits it, that's fine. Teammate goes off back four. This is okay. I got to stay back. I'm the only one back. Got to make sure I get a beat here. And hit clear again. I'm going to play forward, grab this boost. Almost an open net. Teammate should have. He might miss. He looks awkward. I'll support. Don't want to commit too far forward. He doesn't. He kind of fakes me. This should be wide. Teammate might have. He doesn't. I'm going to jump here and fake until my teammate's going. I thought my teammate was going. I thought I heard someone. They might have a bang out here. Just watching off the sidewall. Try to hit this up. Can at least hit over one. Maybe past the third. Can't quite get. Teammate's going to boom forward. I'm going to grab boost and turn. Might have a touch over to me. Hit this high off backboard. Just get a beat on one. Not the best touch, but I can take their boost here. Get back. It's going to hit it to the sidewall. It's okay. Not the best touch, but okay. Other teammate has it. Nice. They probably clear this to the corner. Just going to try to get a 50. Maybe get around that ball. Shoot. Almost. Keeping the pressure up. I might have a shot here. I do. Nice. Hi, Natalia. How are you doing? Class in 5 minutes. Gotta go in 5. Place to the sidewall. Grab boost. Third double pre-jumping me off ceiling. Teammate should go. I'm gonna get behind him. Support in case he gets dunked. Gonna keep supporting. Almost. Could have gone squishy save here. Bad touch from teammate. Gives them ball kind of middle of the field, but I think I could have saved that. left. Teammates get beat. Gotta watch a flick here. No flick. Oh, I thought it was no flick, but we're fine. Teammates double a little bit. I'm gonna play back once I see that they're both there. Teammate might have a touch. He does. My other teammate should be at the right side here. I'm just kind of playing back behind both of them. Might be able to get a touch around one. Can't quite. Grab boost. The middle here. And continue to support. Teammate should have this ball. Playing middle. I'm third for a second, so I need to be careful not to get beat. Over one. Maybe get a 50 on the second. That's the best I got. We'll leave this for team. Good beat. I should be able to finish. Not if teammate saves it. I'm gonna go full back. Try to guard a last minute goal. Playoff ceiling here. Just gonna split this. Nobody's going. There we go. Good touch. That's game. All right. We've got class in a second. Let me set up stream for class. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Let me double check something really quick. Dun. All right, I'm going to start the event. Coaching session starts in a minute. Okay, just started this event. Welcome in, everybody. I'll give everyone 2 minutes to roll in. Just started a stream. We'll get the event started in just a moment. Thanks for coming in. Replays are open. You can submit them now at here. Please resend if you haven't yet. And I will check in a moment. BRB. All right, welcome in everybody. I'm going to set up a screen share now. I'm live on Twitch as well as the YouTubes. This is Rapid Replay Coaching. If y'all are new here, anybody's first event? I see a couple familiar faces, but anybody's first event? Maybe put a 1 in the chat if it's your first event, first time watching coaching. Somebody said, what's the difference between the Bootcamp and the Clubhouse? So currently we have the Rocket League Bootcamp and the Rocket League Clubhouse. The Rocket League Clubhouse is what you see me in right now. This is our private improvement community with me and pros, over 15 events a month. We actually made some big updates to the Clubhouse. We added 4 new events in the last week. A couple improvement events, a couple community events. We labeled them all appropriately. So check the calendar if you haven't recently. There are a lot of new events here with me and pros. Oh, a couple new players here. Rocco, owner, Redtown, cool. So yeah, we're in the Clubhouse right now. And then the coaching server, nice. Chester says 1, new guy in the chat. What's up, Chester? And then the boot camp is our one-on-one coaching offer where you work specifically with pros. If you want more info on any of these things, you can just go to SpookyLuke.com. It's probably the easiest way to look up what we do. Just go to SpookyLuke.com here, and we explain what we do. It's not fully up to date, but it answers. It was updated like this summer, but it's some of the numbers are trailing behind, as you can see. But it was updated a couple months ago. But yeah. Anyways, today is rapid replay analysis. So yeah, a couple exciting announcements. We added some events to the calendar. Because they're getting busy. We appreciate the community getting busy. We're almost at 500 members. There's links in chats, of course, for that. See a couple familiar faces. Just as a refresher, I've been working on timing of these. So the way that this event works is I check out a couple people's replays. I got 6 minutes on my timer because ideally if I do everybody 6 minutes, then we have 10 minutes or 10 potential replays we can get through. Like if I actually stick to 6 minutes, assuming some don't go over, obviously like I'm not going to just kick you off immediately at 6 minutes. Like I try to answer all the questions, but that's kind of the idea behind it. So I'll download all y'all's replays right now, but I see one from VS or Steven, Rocco, Apple, Reigns, Blue Square, Sub. There we go. And there we go. Yeah, we actually have a couple coaching students here, like VS, Steven, you're a student in the coaching and the Clubhouse. How would you explain the difference between the coaching and the community, Steven?
So the community is very sort of events driven and lots of sort of group activities, whereas the bootcamp, I'd argue, would be if you're sort of really looking for focusing in on certain things, you can have those sessions with someone who just understands the game incredibly well, and they can watch what you're doing and say, okay, so here you're making this mistake. Oh, you did this time. And they can really just talk through, and you have a lot of time to talk with them. And even outside of your coaching sessions, you have a chat where you can sort of send them clips. Oh, I'm practicing this, like you said. Why is it not working? Or, oh, I hear a cool thing.
Yeah, that is how I kind of explain it too. The community is more events driven, whereas the coaching is like that's on your own time. You have time with the coach. They're looking at your gameplay. Yeah, it's a pretty good way to explain it. And the community, we have people like me, we have guests in there, like Rocket League experts, but the coaching is pros only. Yeah, and somebody asked for the link. Yeah, thanks for putting it in chat. I'll just put it in chat again. It should be on all the platforms. It's just SpookyLuke.com. Yeah. Cool. All right, I see there are a lot of questions in the chat, but I'll try to focus my time on obviously the replays here. I'll get all these downloaded right now. Let me move my extra replays to the extra replays folder, and then we'll get started. I have so many demos in my folder here. Need to get all your guys' clips in my folder. Am I screen sharing for y'all? Can y'all see my screen in the Discord?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me get these replays out of here. To my extra replays folder. Replace. And now let me get the new replays in. Cool. couple updates to VIP as well. I think most of y'all are familiar with the VIP system. Just wanted to be clear that we're rolling out some new changes with the VIP. We're not rolling them out today, but like I'm telling you about them today. They're going to start next month in 30 days in the new year. But just because we've had some folks who are on VIP, we're having more people come onto VIP, which is great. For context, VIP is like our higher tier of the clubhouse. Like VIP gives you like front of the line access, like line skip in events, in my events specifically, because my events are busy, as well as gives you one-on-one coaching session with the pros every month, gives you a one-on-one coaching session with me every month, gives you a couple other perks. It includes your clubhouse membership. It's basically just a higher tier. If you guys have seen the VIP section, where is it? Here we are in class right now, but if you see the upgrade to VIP section, if you see the VIP start here, the VIP training plans, y'all can see the VIP training plans for any student near your rank for free. But if, and by the way, make sure you're showing all channels if you're not showing all channels on the server. You can see the replay vault of me like doing coaching and all that stuff. Oh, Apple, I got to get to yours. Appreciate you submitting. I usually get to these once a week. But you get a bunch of stuff for being VIP. I'm not going to explain it all here. But the change that we're making is VIPs normally have line skip, but we've noticed that sometimes VIPs will come in and they'll like redeem the line skip in my event at noon, and they'll come to my event at 5 and redeem the line skip again. So what we're doing is you get one VIP line skip per week. This is starting in the new year. So like every week you can use your VIP line skip to skip at one event. But you can't like spam skips, if that makes sense. So you basically get 4 skips a month. So it's just a slight change as the VIP is growing. And to counter that, we are adding more events with me. So hopefully everybody will have more access to me in general. I added 2 events every month. I'm now going to be in the community every Sunday as well as Monday, or every other Sunday as well as every Monday. We also added a Talk to Us chat, just like a town hall on Saturday. Make sure to check the event calendar, but that's the change with VIP. It's going to be 1 skip per week, and I added 2 more events every month as well. So if you're looking for access to me, there's another event on Sunday. I encourage you to come to that, especially at the start. I imagine it'll be less busy, but I just wanted to explain that. Any questions about how the VIP line skip will work? That's starting next year, by the way. End of the month. Cool. All right, let's get into the replays. I think I've downloaded most of the replays. Hopefully, I have all these here. Let's check them out. Little tip: if you rename the replay here, you'll have to rename it in the Rocket League menu, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Y'all can see my screen share. Let's do it.
I have a question, if I can.
Yep, please.
With the VIP.
Uh-huh.
If I can ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So basically, I'm on Xbox. I'm on PS5. So, can I join the VIP, or I need strictly a PC?
Yeah, for the VIP, I don't think we have a PC limit, but you'll have to work with console players to get a replay every month, or you'll have to work with a PC player.
I have a PC, like I can transfer the account and then transfer the replay. So
Oh, cool.
I can use the APC, but I can play with it. Basically, is this?
Okay, yeah, you should be good for if you're interested in the VIP. I would go to upgrade to VIP, just book a call, and then yeah, we should be able to help you though. But that's a good question.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yes, for the Rocket League Bootcamp, we do require PC because that requires a lot of back and forth with your coach and some of the training routines, and it's just better that way. You should get a PC first. But if you want to do the VIP, I guess you don't need to. I'll come back and correct you on that if I need. But I may or may not be right.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, let's check out replays. I will allow anybody who has VIP. I think there are like 2 folks that have VIP. I recognize Joe or Sub, and then does anybody else have VIP? Huntersy, I think.
Yeah. Rocco is VIP as well as I am.
Okay, cool. We'll check out Rocco's first, and then we'll go through Sub and Apple too. Sorry, yeah, a couple VIPs.
Yes, sir.
All right, Rocco, let's check out yours first. How you doing, my man? Let me know if you're with us. I don't know.
I'm great, Luke. How's it going for you two?
What up? What is up? We're going to do some replays. By the way, if at any point you have questions, just feel free to ask or pause me. And then if anybody has questions, really, but including you, Rocco. So you're Ross and Rocky here?
Yes, that's me.
Cool. Exciting. How can I help?
Well, for one, I just want to learn a little bit more about my my rotations with threes. I've always been a twos main, and the past couple weeks or so, I've been switching to threes. Oh, actually, no, this is twos. Excuse me.
This is a twos game.
So yeah, so this was for the twos game. I don't play with this guy very much. I usually play with Brichet from the other team. We did a little private match just to practice a little bit, and I was just wondering a couple adjustments I could make for when I'm playing with Doughboy more often, because he plays quite different than Brichet does.
Okay. For sure. This is a Diamond 2?
At the time that I made this, I believe I was Diamond 3.
Diamond 3.
At the moment, I definitely am.
Alright, cool. Let's watch it. Diamond 2 or Diamond 3. 2v2 gameplay. This is dangerous. So we're going to see you cheat up here. I love this. Most Diamond players do not do this, which is great. Unfortunately, we scuff our flick, but this is really good. If somebody's going back corner and you cheat and then the ball dead 50s like this, you're in a very advantageous position. So this is great. We're going to see you try to control the ball. I actually really even like this first touch being slightly away from the opponent. I'm not sure if you're doing this intentionally, but making first touches away from the opponent is wise. Do you know why?
Because that way it's harder for them to get across, and then if they do, they're more committed and you can come back behind them.
Yeah, it takes more time. Time is the big one. Yep, that's correct. If you take it towards him, you have less time. If you take it away from him, you have more time, effectively. So, yeah. You're going to try to get this ball in your car, but it's just, it's bouncing up a little bit. You jump, and then I don't know if you just jumped and then flipped too late. Yeah, I think you just didn't press the buttons fast enough, and the ball was too far back on your car. A couple things, so you scuff the flick. Going to rotate back around, though. Try to hustle. Ball gets hit above. So you're moving back here. The ball gets cut in. You turn in on it to try to shoot, right? But then you don't get a shot. So then we jump up here. But unfortunately, we're just slightly not fast enough, and then we tip it back. So this touch is fine to cut if you get a block. If you don't get a block, this touch is very bad. When he clears it here, you're basically intercepting a pass that's going out to his teammate. This is you right here, Rocky. So if you don't get a block here, like if you jump and get a block, it's good. But if you don't get a block and you just skim it back, it's very bad because now he isn't open. Oh, he whiffed it. Nice. This is good. Well,
Yep.
good news is it's diamond. So this will happen. Whoop. Oh, double whiff. Okay, yikes. A little clumsy. But we're hanging on by a thread. We're good. We're going to move to the left here. So the first thing I can tell you is the precision of your touches. Super important. Are you open to being told that you need to be more consistent?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so I think you need to be more consistent. I appreciate that. When I coach players, there's one part of Rocket League which is like, I don't know what to do. And the other part is I know what to do, but I'm not doing it, right? I don't know how to do it, or I can't do it consistently. And right now, I think we're hitting that second one, which is like, I see you going for this ball, and I presume you're trying to hit the ball around this guy.
Exactly, yeah.
But by hitting it to him, it just ends up in the worst shot ever, and he isn't open. So here we need to drill this ball. We need to front flip into it to get it to roll up the ball away from this guy, ideally, or just hit it into the wall fast. One of the two. If you want to play it around him, you got to drive really fast and then like turn. Try to hit it around him. This jump rolling touch, yeah, it just gives him a touch. Looking for my epic pen. Where's my epic pen? Oh, I found it. For some reason I can't click it. I apologize. My epic pen is like stuck. My screen is stuck. I can't grab it. I'm going to pause your replay timer. Apologies, technical difficulties. I'm trying to drag my pen and change the color, but it won't let me. You might be going, Luke, why do you have 15 tabs open? And these are good questions. I don't have all the answers. Yeah, my computer's major freezing. Maybe I can get Task Manager going, though. Let me kill Epic Pen and just try to restart it. Force close it. Force close Google Chrome. Force close everything. Okay, let me try again. Epic Pen. Yes. Okay, I had to restart it. Sorry about that. All right, we'll resume your timer. Click. Okay, we'll watch from here. You're moving back. Supporting your teammate. Okay, we're going to get a beat. This is fine. Unfortunately, we get bumped, so we got to hustle back. Teammate should have this ball. Fortunately, we get demoed here. Not the best demo from the opponent, but also we shouldn't be able to get chased here. Here, we should be flipping back, probably getting behind the teammate. We're just moving a little too slow and allow him to get a demo. It's okay. We're going to get a respawn. It's not that good of a demo for the opponents. We're going to flip forward here. Yeah, you don't really have a good touch. You can maybe, if you want to go here, if he still hasn't jumped, you can jump here, but you just need to get a soft touch. You jump, and then you need to get a wheel touch that drops down. Conceding ball here is probably, like, here you have a beat, I think, if you go. But I think you just give the ball away because maybe we're scared, like, oh, I don't have a good touch. I'm not sure. Not sure what you're scared of here. Do you remember or no?
Yeah, I think I just didn't think I was going to be there ahead of him.
Okay. Yeah, it's important to just watch the opponent and see if he jumps, and there, he hadn't jumped. He never jumped. So you have him beat. Like here, you don't have him beat, you don't have him beat, you don't have him beat. Okay, he still hasn't jumped, now you can go. Turn off ball cam, see if he's going. If he's not going, you jump. So you kind of just let him bang the ball there. Good job getting around it. They're looking for demos in bad situations. Yeah, so consistency of touches. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Here you can go for this ball. Before you make your touches, I think a big thing that will help you is vision. So when the ball goes above a high-ranked player, you'll naturally see them do something here. Do you know what that is?
Check in front of them with their camera.
How do you check in front of you when the ball's above you?
You can turn off the ball cam.
Exactly, turn off the ball cam. And when you turn off the ball cam, you get information. And you would be seeing here that there's one guy going back, there's one guy covering left behind, and you would see that the open space is not forward, but it's actually over here to the right. But you're making a lot of your touches with ball cam on the entire game, which is good. You're above like the silver gold level of like, I play without ball cam, which we all know, we all graduate from pretty quickly, and we learn why that's bad. But now you're on the other end of the spectrum. So it's like, now you're playing with ball cam on all the time when you should tab it off sometimes. That makes sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so make sure you're gathering information before you make decisions. All of your decisions in Rocket League should be based on the information on your screen. And if you have no information on your screen, you can be pretty sure that you're doing something wrong. And yeah.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes, please go, Steven.
When would you recommend to use your right stick versus turning ball come off?
Yeah, so right stick is... So it's just situational. It's where the information is relative to your camera. So when the ball goes above us in Rocket League, but we're facing forward, turning off ball cam is often very easy because it looks forward. So turning off ball cam is sufficient here. Candidates for right stick usage are more so when our camera is facing one direction, we want to look the other. So a common candidate for this is like, I'm facing into the corner, the ball's in the corner. You'll often see me use right stick to check up field. Okay. So ball cam is often used as a vision source when the ball is above us and we need to check. It can also be used like when you're in your net and the ball's bouncing above the backboard.
Yep.
Whereas right stick is used more when you're facing a wall. I would say near walls, near corners, near backboards, stuff like this. Does that help?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a good question. All right, I'll resume your timer here. And a little tip about getting demoed. The reason you're getting demoed is the same. This is the exact same position. What's the situation right now where you're being demoed? Describe what's happening in the play.
Rotating back in a place where they're already heading anyway, so it's not too far out of the way for them to demo me.
Correct. Their first man is playing the ball. Your teammate is next up, and you need to hustle back and get behind him, but you're not hustling back. So you're just kind of staying near the ball. So he's the guy who's supporting his teammate is just killing you, which is correct, which is what he should do. So it's the same situations that you're getting demoed in is basically what I'm trying to point out. It's typically you finish your play, and instead of urgently moving, you kind of linger and watch the play a little longer. Kind of like sightsee, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not always good from the opponent, but it's certainly good if you're like right in front of him. And so this comes back to consistency of touches. So what information do we have here? What are we trying to do, let's say?
Well, right here I see that there's someone flying behind me, and my teammate just got demoed, so I'm pretty much in a 1v1.
You are in a 1v1, that's correct.
Ideally, what I want to be doing here is either taking a small touch to use something from my bag, just whatever I can think of that I feel comfortable with in the situation.
Yep.
Instead of just popping it up to him and having him jump up for it and maybe get a clearance.
For sure. Yeah. That's exactly right. So an easy rule to remember is dribbles work well. It's like rock, paper, scissors. Dribbles work well against goalies. Shots work well against shadowers, or like people who are like probably a better analogy would be like challengers. So somebody's challenging you, you want to shoot it over them fast. But if somebody's playing goalie, you want to dribble, right? You want to control the ball. And dribbles can look like a lot of things, as you identified, but controlling the ball is essential. A good pack to work on this is Dribble Gym, but you're not focused on air dribbling. You're just focused on these balls that are rolling towards you, getting soft first touches. So the problem here is when the ball's rolling towards us, you don't need to do much to chip it. You see how I'm just driving into it and it pops a lot. If I use any boost, it bangs away. And that's exactly what you did in that game there. It's really hard to recover. So unless you have the tire field, don't use any boost. You just drive into it. And some candidates for scoring include like a chip and a shot. That works very well from the distance we saw in the game. Chip and a shot. A chip, you wait for the bounce, and then a power shot. A chip into catching the ball. All of those are candidates, like you said, that you could reach into your bag and use. Any questions on that?
No, I definitely agree. I think that's a good point.
Cool. So consistency of touches, as well as ball cam usage, as well as watching the play and getting demoed. A couple things you can work on, okay?
Yeah.
Hi Luke, what does the one in the chat mean? I came in late.
The one in the, it's irrelevant now. Don't worry about it. It's irrelevant. It's just like it was your first session, I think. Something like that. Just wanted to know how many people were new versus returning.
If you're in the bootcamp, does that mean you're VIP or no?
No, not necessarily. No. Bootcamp membership includes Clubhouse membership, not VIP membership. Yes.
Got it.
Bootcamp includes Clubhouse, not VIP. Yes, I said that right. Yeah. Cool. Appreciate the replay, Rocco. Who's up next?
Thank you.
Apple, I think, on VIP.
Hey, yes, sir.
What's up, Apple? Do I have your replay here? Yeah, I do. It's at the top. I'm hovered over it. How can I help, Apple?
This game felt weird to me. I don't know. I don't know if it's not coordination with my teammates, but it felt very weird.
Felt very weird. Okay. Let's talk about that. So you're champ 2?
Yeah, I ranked up, yes. Finally.
Cool. You're using the Dominus. Nice, congrats. So you're champ 2 newly or champ 3?
No, I'm champ 2.
Champ 2. Cool. Ranked up from champ 1. Nice. Congratulations. That's great.
Thank you.
Nice recovery. Half flip back. Good. I like this movement a lot. So far, pretty fundamental. Running out of boost, playing behind. Good job trying to use a wall dash. This is dangerous. We're going to be back for a while. Wondering if we can avoid this somehow. So how did we run out of boost? We had 100 boost here. So you use 20. Good, efficient boost usage. You use a little bit to get a 50 here. Well, where did it all go? I'm like not trolling. Like, where did it go? I'm so confused. You had 100. You made that took 20 boost. Okay. You let 10. You burned all the boost after the 50. So watch your boost. You use 20 boost to like catch up to this ball. So you're like 72. You're boosting right now. Flip. And now you're still burning 20. So you should be at 50 boost right now. So you burn 25 boost after the 50. I think that's instructive for you. Hopefully that's useful for you. You see that? Like all your, like you had the, you basically had your touch whether or not you used all that 50 boost. Like this touch was going to be the same.
Yeah, that's fair.
So be careful about wasting boost like that. Yeah, you're just burning boost when you don't need it. So like here, you're going at a reasonable speed and you're first to this wall. You use a little bit of boost to get the beat on this one guy, so I could kind of understand this. But then here, we should now not be using any boost. But then you burnt your last like 10 doing that. So yeah, just a couple, you could be at 50 boost right now if you spent a little less on any of those plays. So your boost efficiency when you're on the ball should be looked at. It might be a point that is, you know, if you're platinum or diamond watching, maybe don't sweat this stuff. But if you're like closer to champ GC, you need to start paying attention to using boost like this. Everybody develops bad habits about boost, so we're all kind of different. Some of us burn it. Some people don't use it enough, but you might want to start paying attention to it, Apple.
Yeah, of course.
So play so far doesn't look crazy bad, but I think... So we're overcommitting a couple times. I'd love to see us get a more meaningful touch here. So we're playing back. I love this soft touch back to the corner. You immediately land and block their angles. So you actually completely had him stopped here. I think we panic a little bit after this touch. You land very nicely. You're splitting up the angles. I would love if this touch was even softer, to be honest. If we can hit this with our wheels, that's ideal. So
yeah, that's what I think. That's what I tried, I think. I just missed it.
Yeah, so we want to hit the ball with one of these two wheels, not the hood, because then this touch is even slower into the corner.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you were trying to do that. That's good. A good pack for this is Super Glue by Torment. Have you been working on that? Did he give you that pack?
Yes.
He did?
Yes, I have it.
Okay, that looks exactly like that pack, so I'm glad you're training that. That's literally that shot. So we just need to get more consistent. That's good. Hi, Wet Noodle. Welcome to the voice. So what we need to do here is then just recognize that you have his angles covered, and he kind of fake challenges you, and then you give up the ball, which is unlucky. We need to hold on to that ball there. And part of this is just recognizing that, like, 80% of the time, if you were in this guy's shoes, you probably wouldn't challenge. That doesn't mean you don't have to jump. You could jump, but then we just don't want to flip. Or you could just, you know, call his bluff and say he's not challenging. But either way, we want to hold on to this ball.
Yeah, makes sense.
So you're looking for demos. You're rotating back. You're grabbing the half boost. This is a bad overcommit. This is definitely bad. This gives your teammate a chance to be scored on. Here, what I've been opting for personally that I think are much, much better is just sealing floats. This is what I use in my rank. When somebody gets a touch up like this, what I'll do is I'll just use 2 jumps back to get on the ceiling. And then what you need to imagine is you're shadowing them, but in the air. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. I'll do a quick visual demonstration because we're a minute left. I'll come back to this in a second. But yeah, we generally don't want to challenge these players because a player that's diamond or better can make this one touch outplay, and this is a really costly fail. You see how far out of position you are now? Good hustle, but yeah, we don't want to leave our teammate back like that. Teammate's gonna chow for you. Good. Catch up. Good. Good job collecting the pads. Really nice. You're gonna get a goal. Okay, so good recovery. So good. You have good instincts. But Apple, you're getting into the ranks where these like kind of advanced concepts are more important. So I want to teach 2 concepts that I think are instructive to everybody in that section. Can we go into those?
Yeah, of course.
Your timer just ran out, so I'm going to teach these a little bit in overtime. So the first concept
Can I ask a question?
Yes, I'm going to do these 2 mechanical demos, and then you can ask if you still have it. Okay.
Thank you.
So the first situation was when you were moving back. This is Super Glue by Torment, one of the pro coaches here, former world champion, Cloud9, version 1, very good player. So this pack Super Glue is meant to train these soft wheel touches. The mistake you made is you got this touch. This touch is good when we want to clear up the field fast, and the room in front of us, the space, let's say to the side of the field, is open. Nobody's challenging. Then you can get this heavy touch and turn it into a dribble, right? But if there's some orange player at their half boost, you don't want to do this, or else you just give the ball to them and now they're shooting on you before you can land, right?
Yeah.
Instead here, we want to get this touch with our wheels, so that way the ball slows down, and then we can create in the corner here. Right, that's the touch you were going for, I think you said. But it's just about getting consistent with this. So ideally, you get a touch that looks something like this, and you can't really be challenged. You can even get a touch with a flip. So wheel touch, flip. Torment's better at this than me. No shit, but that is a couple ways you can do the shot. I think the easiest way is double jump, get this wheel touch. Very effective for ranked games, okay? So we got to get consistent with that touch. The second situation I described, I'm going to talk about the ceiling shadowing. So many players understand that you should shadow players when they're on the ground. Like if I'm driving back and they shoot on me, I can save it like this. Everybody with me? But what a lot of players don't understand is if somebody's air dribbling on me, what do? What you do is you jump up to the ceiling here, and when the shot comes, you shadow in the exact same way. I'm going to show you an example on this side because you were on this side, Apple. So to get back here, it's jump, jump, and arrow left. Yeah, it's very confusing. So we're going to go here. We're going to jump, jump, arrow left. And now when the ball comes, you have to save it flying backwards. I actually don't have a pack for this, but the principle looks like this. And then when the ball comes at you, you would be able to save it. Let me try to do an example where I'm like jumping up. That's kind of what it would look like. But imagine I hit the ball. It's quite hard to do this in real time. But yeah, you would be shadowing like this. And then when the ball comes, you can try to fly and get in the way. Capiche?
Yep.
This is a useful strategy to practice once you get to about, say, high champ, low GC. You'll need to like jump up to the ceiling like this and shadow them. And it's important that you're driving backward on this, just like any other kind of save you would. And then when they hit it, you can save it with time. And sometimes you won't have to challenge at all. Right? But if they do shoot, you can clear it to the side or whatever. Questions?
When going for a challenge, how do you know it's the right time to go for it?
It's a slightly vague enough question that I don't have a good answer.
And no worries.
Yeah.
I have a question that's relevant.
Yeah.
What's the best way to practice to put yourself on the ceiling?
Yeah, so first I would practice facing forward. So just like, can you get to the ceiling on like a ceiling shot? Which is a little bit more intuitive. So like if I'm on the right wall, it's 2 jumps and arrow left. This is more intuitive for most people, right? Because if you practice ceiling shots, you probably can imagine this. Jump, jump, arrow left. Remember that if you tap jump, you're going to rise slower than if you hold jump. So if I just tap jump here, I'm going to have to use boost to get up to the ceiling, and then I'm on the ceiling. Whereas if I hold jump, I'm going to go up to the ceiling much faster. Right? And boost is confounding variable a little bit here. But if I hold jump, like a ceiling shot, it's just like that. Okay? So that's one. Now you have to remember if I'm shadowing, it's the opposite. So I feel like I'm flying. This is so hard. Camera's confusing. Okay, so if the ball's up here, shadowing, now I jump, I arrow left on the left wall. And then I'm in a shadow position, right? So on the left wall, if you're shadowing, it's arrow left. Jump, jump, arrow left. You fly the ball at you with the left command on the D-pad, and then you're trying to make a save. On the right wall, it's jump, jump, arrow right if you're facing back. Jump, jump, arrow right. And when you fire yourself the ball, you try to make a save here. So you can practice forwards and backwards, but I think the easiest way is to just go in free play, remove the ball, and just practice getting up to the ceiling. I think that'll be one of the most useful drills for you at first. Make sense?
Yep.
But yeah, you just gotta understand how your car's moving, get comfortable with it. It's one of the only situations where you'll be in that kind of position, but it's useful to build that car control. It'll transfer to other aspects of your gameplay. Other questions? Cool. We'll go next. Hope that was helpful, Apple. Keep grinding. I'll get to your VIP replay soon.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you.
Go back to coaching mode. Coaching mode. Next up replay is Sub, aka Joe, on the VIP side, I think. If you're with me, Joe, aka Sub. Yo,
Yeah,
man.
I'm here.
What up? How you doing?
Hey. I'm great. Thank you.
Good. Yeah. Sub Yeoman, a fun game. How can I help, Joe?
To be honest, I remember recording this because I was just thinking, like, this would be a fun one to do in the replay analysis. So I saved it. I think everybody was just like spamming quick chat and like everybody was having a lot of fun and just messing with each other and stuff. So like, I don't know. I just had like a lot of fun playing this game, so I saved it.
Cool. John Hatcher says all your tips are helpful. Thank you. Appreciate it. Somebody's asking, when pros are air dribbling, are they using double? Yeah, they're using 2 jumps, even if they're air rolling. Nice. Thought that was gonna be a whiff. Good adjustment. All right, I've started the timer here. Let's check it out. This is champ 2?
Yes.
I want to work on this overlay where like I put the rank of the person analyzing on screen. I feel like that could be useful for viewers.
Yeah, my teammate's controller disconnected.
Might be too much work.
Said.
All right, you're cheating up here. I'd love to see you go for a shot. I'd love to see you aggressively look for a shot. When this bounces, I'd love to see you full boosting, reading that like, hey, I don't know exactly where it's gonna bounce, but it's definitely ahead of me, type thing.
Yeah, I think that was my initial idea, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna miss it because it was going so fast. I didn't have confidence.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see you pushing that edge. Here the ball bounces away. What are we going for touch here? What's the plan?
I just was trying to do like a soft touch down and up the wall or something. Like I think I panicked because I saw that my teammate bounced it back towards our goal, and I didn't want to. I mean, obviously in retrospect, I should have like followed it back there and took it up the back wall and curved it around or whatever. But I just panicked and was like, I gotta stop this from being a goal or something.
Yeah. So I think that's correct assessment. You have a couple plays here. When you see your teammate overcommitted in the corner and you're facing sideways, you don't have a scoring angle. What we're playing for here is possession, I think is the correct note. We're trying to keep the ball. The goal is not to score a goal. The goal is to keep the ball. And so there are a couple ways you can keep the ball. I'd say, yes, the most fail-proof way that you can keep the ball is to take it all the way back to your side. You can waste a lot of time by just letting this drop, catching it, and then running it back. You can also try to keep it in the opponent's zone, as in get under it and like just hit it high into the corner. But that would require you to wait and then jump at the last minute to strike the underside of the ball. By jumping early, we really limit our possibilities. By panicking, we kind of scuff it. But I think your second, your thinking slow thought of get behind the ball and take it back was probably the best idea you just had. Taking it back is very good. So what's going on here? So you get a save. I'd love to see the fundamentals, like always wave dashing off the wall. Advanced players never skip the basics. This is a free speed boost. Jump, wave dash, right? You do a wave dash on the ground, which is okay as you let your teammate demo. But off the wall, always wave dashing. I'm gonna shadow here. Let's get a save. Unfortunately, just don't get the read. Are you trying to hit the ball before the bounce or after the bounce?
Let me see it again. This, yeah, I would be trying to hit it before it touches the wall to like wedge it to the corner. I think is what I'm trying to do. I just miss.
That's what I'd recommend as well. It's much easier to usually get a read before. If you have the option, hit this before. A pro player who's more consistent can hit it after the bounce, but after the bounce makes it significantly harder. I was going to go middle. Yeah, it's just very tough to play this shot. I'd almost like wait, see if he misses, and then if he misses, go back. But now you're just gonna, oh, no, you're fine. We should have. Good. Grab boost. Play middle again. Wow, that works. Okay, good. Good beat. He looked awkward. You recognize he was awkward. Go for a shot. I think it's better risk reward to play these dunks when they bring it to you on the ground. Because when they bring it to you on the ground, if you mess up, you can easily recover. Versus if you like jump into the air and then you get beat, you're really screwed. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think some of that was motivated by where my opponent, or my, my teammate was. It looked like my teammate was rotating back, so I thought, oh, okay, well, I can risk it a little bit because I know he's back there if, you know, if the ball comes back towards our goal.
Yeah.
If my opponent, if my teammate had been like getting boost or was like right behind me or something, I probably wouldn't have tried that.
Yes, I think that's fine. I see this play as a big opportunity. You get a huge dunk here, and you basically have a 1v1 with about 60-70 boost, especially if you grab this pad in front of you, which we almost get, but we don't get. What are you going for here? Just a bang?
Yeah, my lack of aerial skills and directional air roll skills would have me basically trying to center it for my teammate most of the time. So that's probably what I was trying to do there. I don't have the ability to like tap it off the wall and get under it and do like a dribble or anything like that.
Yeah. That makes sense. I think I agree that that's a area for improvement of your gameplay. You've kind of learned how to play around that, but if your teammate isn't in a position to enable that, then it really kind of limits your options to just like, I'm just gonna hit the ball hard, right? And if you get to a certain rank and all you can do is hit the ball hard, what starts to happen is you rely on your teammates to whiff in order for you to create goals. You get a lot of really low scoring games. You get a lot of 2-1 games, 1-0 games. Where like the way you win is you hope your opponent, did I say teammate? I meant to say opponent.
Yeah.
You hope your, opponent whiffs. That way you even open. Because you can't create the opportunity for yourself.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to cross it in front of their goal and then go down for the demo and hope my teammate recognizes the play and taps it in for a free goal. That's probably what I'm doing there.
Yeah. What are you open to working on mechanically?
Oh, I'm trying to learn directional air roll. I've been working on it for the last 2-3 months, just in rings maps and obstacle maps and practicing aerial trainers. Like I'm trying. It's just it's slow moving.
It is slow moving. Yeah, what I would love for you to do on a shot that's on the wall there is use that air roll control. Specifically when a ball is falling down, we need to connect with it from far under to give it that sort of pop. When a ball is like on a cookie cutter wall to air dribble that most people are used to, you just hit the ball while it's rising. You just go, great, it's rolling up the wall, donk, and then you jump. Then you go air dribble it. Right, that's what most people are used to. But when a ball is rolling up the wall and you have to catch up to it, like a shot like the shot 29. If I just drive into this, I'm too late. It's just going to go out to the midfield. It's not scoreable. So you have to do is you have to like get under it and then use a tap of the jump to give you the height. And you were approaching the ball from more behind, but another example of this would be like on realistic air dribbles. So on this shot here, the ball is falling off the wall by the time we get to it. So we can't drive into this. Like it's already falling off the wall. So what you did is you got behind it and you just banged it forward, which is fine. But ideally we would slow into it, jump, and our jump basically intercepts the ball arc in a straight line to the net like this. So we need to get good at these types of touches.
You're using air roll when you make contact with the ball so that your car doesn't jerk back or whatever. I think we talked about that the last week.
Correct.
On either mine or somebody's replay, because I think that's the issue that I would always have, is that I would try to get that type of touch and then my car flips upside down because the impact of the ball knocks me out of the play.
Yeah.
And I kind of knew but never actually internalized that if you roll, it doesn't do that. I've been practicing that lately, so maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's what I need to start doing.
Yes, if you roll, that will definitely help you resist part of the knockback, for sure. That's for sure. And it depends on the speed of the ball. Like this shot, it's not that major because it's rolling up slow, and it's not like I could jump here. I'm not going to use air roll at all. And then I air roll after. I can still get a good touch, right? Because this ball is moving slow. But I had a ball that's flying at me quickly. Like I'm going to go to this pop reset pack. Like on, or not this pop reset pack. I'm going to go to super glue on a ball that's flying at me like this first shot. If I go like this, it donks my nose back. So here I would have to air roll through this touch to reduce the knockback. See that? That kills the knockback. Versus if I just go like this, yes, it will donk my nose back. You saw that? See how it blasts my nose back?
Yeah.
Versus if I go like that, I get like a perfect glue touch.
Look, what if you move your stick forward a little bit?
That helps, but it doesn't solve it. It helps, but it doesn't solve it. See? It's still knocking me back. Do you see this?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, air roll is the only way to completely prevent it. Yeah. This is why air roll is useful. This thing that you see me doing here is called the Zen touch. You see how, like, because I start tornado spinning from this forward position, and what this does is, even though the speed of my car is not matching the speed of the ball, so I'm flying at the ball faster than the ball's flying at me, the part of my car that's connecting with the ball matches the speed of the ball. Does that make sense? So because my car is flying at it fast, but I'm tornado spinning from here back, my hood is moving back at the time my car is flying forward. You see that? And that's what enables that perfect glue. I'm not, perfect at them, but the principle applies. This is why the ball's like, I think that was one of the better examples. I'll let that play. You see how the ball like glues to me? My car's like an up ramp. At the same time that my cars and my boost is propelling me forward, my car is rolling back, so it kind of just glues to me. Questions on that?
No.
Yeah. Useful concept. You can practice this super glue with these midair touches like I'm doing. So where I tornado spin here and try to hit it up. Like I use my car as that up ramp like I described. Or you could just practice like a wheel touch drop. Both of these are viable. That makes sense? Nice Evo flick. Yeah, so a couple things you can practice there. Cool, Joe. I hope that was helpful. Couple mechanical things for you to work on and some game sense things.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course. We got one more VIP. I think Hunter. Hunter Z.
Yes, sir.
What's up, my man? How can I help? Do I have your replay here?
Yeah, it's that one right there.
Decent game?
Yeah.
Cool.
I forgot to name it.
It's okay.
I don't even know what happened in this game. Wormsy.
Wormsy. You're not Walket Weeg?
Nah, not yet.
Walket Weeg. Whittlewy. Whittlewy. Can we get a Whittlewy in the chat? N Lenny says, Goat Coach. Thank you, N Lenny. Hey man, what's this training pack code, please? Just rewind the stream until the moment before I opened the pack. It's the best way to get the pack code. All right, let's watch some Walket Weeg. I started your timer. How can I help?
Just tell me anything, really. I know I'm pretty bad with dribbling, as you see in these first couple seconds, but just anything that you notice.
Okay, cool.
Need my Grand Champ back.
Yeah, you do. I like the energy decal, though. Yes, I talked about this in a previous replay, but the speed to get control of the ball is very important. I don't know if it's your fault here. You're at 0 boost, so it's much harder. You let the ball fall off your car. I mean, this isn't terrible. When you're low boost, just waiting to try to make an outplay touch, and then, I mean, that wasn't the smoothest play, but it also wasn't the worst. So it's okay. So I'm going to talk about supporting. I talk about this concept probably once a week. Does anybody know what concept I'm about to talk about?
Yeah, he should be closer to his teammate.
Yes.
To support instead of dead center.
Yes, that's exactly right. So I talk about this concept. I haven't come up with a good name. The best name I can come up with right now is called mirroring your teammate. So most people know that when you're, defending, you want to shadow defend. Well, what does mirroring your teammate means? When you're in 2v2, a lot of people think that if my teammate's over here, I should be over here. Like, oh, he's attacking this way, I'm going to attack this way. That's wrong. Because this is car soccer and it's easier to drive forward, when we're positioning our teammate, we actually want to be thinking about how can I be in line with my teammate?
Right.
Because what happens is if you support on this angle and this guy makes a save and it comes here, right? Which is what happens many times. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Now you're right here and you're trying to shoot. Which way is your car facing when you hit the ball?
Right, in the corner.
Into the corner, right. Versus if you're behind your teammate and then you approach the same ball that came middle, which way is your car facing?
On net.
On net, exactly. So you're in a more flexible supporting position when you're behind your teammate. You can score better and you can actually go left better. Like if they were to save the ball and push it in their corner, which is usually their objective, you're now going to be catching up to the play.
Right.
Versus, so now you're basically attacking the ball into the corner. And this is somewhat unavoidable. Like sometimes you'll have to do like these wall air dribbles, but if you could be slightly more left as you support your teammate, you want to be moving into this pad behind your teammate. You're going to be in a all else, like basically Pareto improvement. Like just think better game theory position.
Okay.
I do like the idea that you're going for an air dribble, but any questions on why you want to be behind your teammate, not to the side of them?
No, I mean, that makes sense. I try to adjust to that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a very common positioning tip I find myself giving people. Like even here, as you support your teammate, you want to be moving into the left. I'm not saying like if your teammate's on the wall, you need to be on the wall. That's not what I'm saying. People take this out of context. I mean like if your teammate's here, you're like at this boost, right? You're like over here. Like right here on this pad. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Because then you can go this way, excuse me, go this way, or like, once again, if the shot comes in, you can shoot right. But you're just all else equal, more flexible from this blue dot than you are from back in the middle of the field over here. You're always shooting the ball on an angle here, which is not fun.
Right.
Unless the ball comes all the way over. You're always shooting it on an angle, which is harder. You see that here? Like, oh wait, so you made a great shot here. But you would be better off if you were in a straight line to make the shot.
Easier.
But you do place it around him, which is good. So nice shot. A really good player, by the way, guys, if you want to watch somebody who's like excellent at doing this, I will give some free glaze. Apparently Jack. I've made a few YouTube shorts about this. If you guys watch my Apparently Jack replay analysis, there's an hour-long video, or you can just watch, hey, look at, I'm live right now. Hi, Mom. If you go to shorts and you watch copy this pro positioning on offense, this is the concept. Throw the ball forward there. Just gonna stay with it. Jack, watch how tempo is where? Where's Jack?
Right,
See this?
Right.
Watch when tempo moves left. Where's Jack? Jack positioning is second man, guys. You have to, if you're gonna learn anything, I know we can't do a lot of the mechanical. So they're gonna get away with murder there. Like this too. The nice pop reset is. So we're gonna see Jack push up into the corner there. Watch this same one. Tornado spin recovery. Very nice. Watch how tempo moves to the left. Watch what Jack does here. Now he's gonna support his teammate. You see how Jack's movement mirrors tempos? Do you see that? Push up into the corner there. He uses that tornado spin recovery. Very nice. Now he's gonna support his teammate. This is actually really nice second man positioning from Jack. Okay, so you get the idea?
Yeah. Yep. I think I saw that video.
Yeah, it's very useful. I show that because sometimes when I like comment this, people are like, that doesn't work in my platinum lobbies. In my platinum lobbies, I position across. I'm like, or they'll just be like, Luke, I don't agree. I find it's better to be in the center. And I'm just like, here's the top 20 player in the world. Watch what he does. And that's not a complete argument, but most people get the point. Tinkerman Mix says, great point. Thank you. Thank you, Tinkerman. Guys, we just hit 100 concurrent viewers. That's pretty good. That's pretty peak for one of our sessions. Can I get a W in the chat? Everybody put a 100 in the chat. Shout out Francesco for following. Pretty hype. We'll keep watching, Josh. Let's see how we can help you here. Sorry. Just got sidetracked. Okay, so here you're doing a great job shadowing, keeping the ball in front of you. Great job controlling the boost. This is really nice. He's pretty much useless here if he wants to stay on the ball. It's fine. Let your teammate go. Good recoveries. Good job staying boost. So be careful about power sliding into positions. I find this very common when players are moving into their goal. They will like get to a position and then they'll power slide. And yes, power slide helps you turn. But when you power slide and then stop moving here, now we have to use boost to go again. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, I do that a lot. I power slide in like positions.
So what we want to do is we want to use 2 taps of power slide and keep your car moving. Keep it moving.
Okay.
It'll make you faster because you won't have to rebuild speed as much. And then we see this exact same supporting principle, but you weren't in this session, so you didn't know until now. But yeah, this supporting principle is going to help you a lot, Josh. Supporting on offense. You're actually a prime example. It's like the last 3 plays have been your teammate has the ball in the corner.
Yeah, I didn't realize I did it this bad.
Yeah. Well, you can see why it's. I mean, you're actually still recovering, but it's not optimal because. For many reasons, like if they go clear this ball to the left, which is actually what will happen, like it's a very common thing. It hasn't happened yet. You're just like completely useless because you have to completely reposition to get back to the ball. This is a pretty YOLO stop, but luckily you got the stop. He went for a reset, not a beat. If he went for a beat, you were pretty screwed there. This is much better. Get behind your teammate. Now you're in a position where you can shadow. You're much better. I would slow down here. Nice, let your teammate cut. Now get a 50. Good. Let your teammate go. Nice. So this was better. So notice how we tap power side here, but you kept driving. You see that? You're still driving.
Yeah.
So you kept your speed up. That's good. Nice, cut this off. I'll just hit this high. Yeah, that's fine. Not the best touch. I would just boost through this. When in doubt, play the ball to open space. Okay. I see a guy here, a guy here.
To the left side.
Yep, all the open space is over here. So we want to bump this to the left boost. That'll buy you the most time. Here's buys you the least time because they get to go again. If that makes sense. You get scored on. Yeah, so when in doubt, if you don't know where to make a touch, use all your boost and just hit this ball to the left side. Because the left side, they will be slowest to respond. But by playing this to the right side, he was on the ball by the time you landed. You kind of made a bad touch here, to be frank. You should just hit this in the corner. But the point stands, you panicked because you had no time, right?
Right.
So yeah, when in doubt, touched open space. Donovan says hello. Hi, Donovan. Donovan's on Facebook. Shout out Facebook. Oh, nice. Teammate get a bump. Here comes the dribble. Good idea. It would have been nicer if we could control that quicker and your teammate could have got the bump. There's definitely, both of you could have improved on that play. When you see your teammate going for the bump, I like slowing down, but then we want to keep this ball on our car and or just wait for a shot opportunity. You're kind of halfway between dribbling and halfway between shooting.
Yeah.
Nice. I like looking for a demo. Good. Probably take left. That's fine. Probably should play for a beat here. Nice catch. Nice shot. Pang. 1 touch, 2 touch. Simple. Simple wins. Nice. I love the attempt. Don't quite get it. Good use of recovery mechanics. You don't get the wave dash, but you're using recovery mechanics well. Shadow, good. For your teammate, good. Fake child this way. Nice 50s. Your 50s are really good, Josh. Your shadowing is pretty good. Your second man position could use some work. We don't want to power slide into positions. Consistency with aerial mechanics. This is a double jump. So I know this setup looks really awkward, but this is a double jump setup. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah. So you just jump and jump right into the ball.
Yeah. So when the ball is falling slightly off the wall, like it's rolling on a high roller here, by the time it falls off the wall, it's going to be falling. Like if I just jump, it's not enough.
Yeah.
So like on a high rolling ball that's falling off the wall here, see by the time it's coming, it's falling off the wall. I will often use 2 jumps. You see how I get that touch?
Right.
My finish wasn't the best, but I'll let this play. The second jump is the contact with the ball. So the second touch resists the knockback. You see that?
Okay.
That's how you get those setups that are like slightly detached from the wall. That makes sense? This one's not too far, so I can just tap jump 1 time. Another example is on the backboard. Like if a ball is rolling up the backboard quickly, by the time it gets here, it's going to fall off. So I'm going to use 2 jumps, tap, tap, and then chase after it.
Okay.
I'll show an example of like a cross map air dribble. This one I'll use 2 jumps, tap, tap, and now I'm air dribbling across the field. Capiche?
Gotcha, yeah.
So a couple of mechanical things that you can work on. Your ground air dribbles you can practice. Your wall setups you can practice. These are what's called realistic air dribbles. A couple of training packs you can practice these in.
So I think I have the realistic air dribble.
Yeah, realistic air dribbles is a good pack. I don't know if there are any double jump setups, though. I don't think there are any double jump setups. I think there are some double jump setups in aerial off wall. This pack.
Aerial off wall, okay.
Yeah, like this one. So you can double jump and then aerial here. So this will give you a good sense. You double jump, air roll, and then continue flying.
Okay.
That's one example. Or you can save your second jump. You could jump and then jump at the last second. Either one can work. So you can use both jumps. Because this one's a little further off the wall. But if it's closer to the wall, I'll use both jumps right away usually. Like you jump and then jump again. If that makes sense.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing on that shot. Capiche? So this is aerial off wall.
So I'm about to add this one.
Cool. And it should be in my... Everything's in my master training pack spreadsheet in the free Discord.
Alright, sweet.
And the Clubhouse, I think. If you just go to the free training pack section. Where is it? Training resources, SpookyLuke's favorite training packs. They're all here. This is also in the free Discord. We have a carbon copy of this channel. But all these packs are here.
Sounds like a plan.
Cool. Hope that's helpful, Josh.
I know, for sure. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. All right, let's get through a couple more replays if we can. Any questions on any of those concepts? Any questions?
No.
Cool. Let's check it out. Next up, we have Steven. VS.
Yep.
All right, let's check out a replay,
wait.
Steven. How you doing, Steven?
I'm alright, thank you.
That's good.
Recently ranked up to Champ 3. I
Champ
feel like I'm
3.
playing pretty well.
Let's go.
So this is really sort of just see what's going wrong.
For sure.
I think this is like on the way to Champ 3. But
Champ 2. Landon Wolf says, hi, Luke. Hi, Landon Wolf. How you doing?
yeah, there we are.
Volcanic Spectre. Cool.
Yep.
Alright, chain up. You're gonna speed flip, lose it a little bit. Hopefully your teammate gets boost. You're gonna play on pads. That's fine. Luckily, the entire blue team left the lobby. Cool. They're gonna grab that boost. You're gonna go full back. Let teammate cut here. Good. Teammate gets a touch forward. He might miss. Let's see if he misses. No, he gets a clear. Can we catch this ball to the sidewall? Nice. I like that. Dribble flick. Beautiful. Open. Nice. Can we get a W in the chat? W in the chat for VS 404, Volcanic Spectre. Shot's going to come from teammate. You're playing on pads. Nice. 2-0. Cheating up. Whoa. Good luck. Good luck. Squishy save time. Nice. Oh, you had it. You just break tapped. You panicked. You actually had it. I like squishy saves. Squishy saves are often a last ditch effort when you have no speed or you have no boost. And so the best way is to keep your speed up for the save, which is correctly identified here. You just needed to drive through it. Keep driving. You brake tapped right there, and then you fell down, and then you weren't driving forward enough. So like you brake tap right here for some reason and jump, but you should have just kept driving and jumping, and you would have had the save.
Okay.
So you were correct. You just brake tapped.
Would you ever brake tap, or do you just never? Because I feel the reason why I would have brake tapped is because I didn't know where the shot was going. Like, is it just because it's a last ditch effort? Am I just meant to sort of just try and guess?
Yeah, you do kind of try to guess. Like when I'm going here, I will brake tap if I get to the very end of the net and nobody's doing anything. So like I'm like getting here, nobody's doing anything. I brake tap at the last second and then I come back. Like I brake tap here and then I dodge left. But yeah, if I think a shot's coming, I will just drive through it. Try to make a save.
So I'm pretty sure because of the brake tap, I don't even think I made it out of the net to save the ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta keep your speed up. The whole point of a squishy save is usually when we're low speed. So yeah, you keep your speed up.
Right.
Or it'll run out of time. Good try, though. Jeez, a lot of kickoff goals, my man. What's going on? Nice, you win. Teammate shoots, scores. He owned goals. Gem 2, by the way. Gem 2, by the way. Any questions so far?
No, not from me, I don't think.
Chat says, I'm Silver 1 Division 3. Do you have any tips that I can work on? None. No, I have a few, but we're going to focus on the replay right now. I'll answer questions like that later. Yeah, keep your speed up. Teammate should have a save. Good. Wave dashes. Grab pads. Okay, so when we're low on boost, there's an arc around your net that's critical. So this pad formation is essential to understand. When you're low on boost, we rely on this rainbow. You see this rainbow here?
Yep.
This is like your lifeblood, and there's this kind of bonus boost. And together it forms a sad face if it was upside down. It says it's a happy face, but really you only use this boost when you're sad. When the ball's coming here and you're like 0 boost, so the ball is about to roll off to the corner. You see that? You're right here, Steven. This is you. See you?
Yep.
When this ball's rolling to the left, what that means is you have like, I don't know, 2 or 3 seconds as this ball's going to be rolling across the screen and blue is grabbing boost over there. See that guy?
Yep.
To collect a boost. So when this ball starts rolling to the left, what I would do if I were you is I would basically run out of net. I would like streak out. I would like break out. Imagine you're breaking out of jail. You're trying to grab like a pad, and you're like assessing the play. If you need to come back, or if you can keep going forward or whatever. But you basically rely on these pads. Here we get 1 in time, and we turn back. I would actually play more like this if I were you.
Okay.
I would move up in that way. In this specific position, when your teammate has the ball, If your teammate didn't have the ball, I might be moving back. But because your teammate has the ball, I think you should have been grabbing that boost and moving across much faster instead of moving back. Because this, which way are you facing when the 50 happens?
Away from the play.
Right. So this makes it much harder to respond. Yeah. So I would be moving at the play when it happens. But I would start as far away from the play as possible and then work your way towards the play, if that makes sense. So the minute that ball goes there and we go, okay, guy right here, he's coming across, I'll go, okay, I have to grab this boost, then maybe come back, or this boost, and turn up. But that's what the movement should look like here.
Right.
Instead, you kind of go out and in. It should be the reverse order. Or no, in. You go in and out. You should go out and in.
Yep.
Any questions on that?
No, that makes sense.
I know this.
I'd have more boost and be facing towards the play.
Yes, you would have more boost and be facing the play. This is sort of counterintuitive because you go like, Luke, aren't I supposed to go back post? Well, yes, if you have 100 boost, things change. But right now we're playing more so on the fact that you have 0 boost. And then on the fact, and then you're going to be in whatever position you're going to be in. But like being middle of the net with 40 boost is better than being back post with 0. I guess is kind of what I'm trying to say. Cool. Sounds like everybody agrees with that concept. Just get down here. Try it. Nice. You should have first of this ball. Don't let him get a 50. Good. You almost let him get a 50. 50. I was scared. I wouldn't be driving in front of your teammate here. I think this is a little overzealous. If this guy's smarter, he could just go up the backboard and then you can't really demo him at all.
Yep.
But he's too far back for you to really get a demo here. This has to be more in the net. When you get this beat, I would just slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Grab pad at the midfield. Running into the corner here ahead of your teammate, I think, is a bit overconfident. Maybe you could get a bump, but yeah, I think that's just, it's sacrificing too much on positioning and you're too slow now. You unfortunately
get sped up by my teammate.
Yeah, right. How you doing? There you go. No!
Ooh.
You got him, but you just jumped a little early. That's hard because you can't really see. You have to like flip left. Teammate should go. We'll watch one more minute. I definitely need to learn frowny face. We're calling that frowny face from now on. Grab the mid boost. Left. Nice. Good try. This is a really tough setup. You have to hit this like forward into the ceiling. You just hit it a little left. Very challenging. I don't mind looking for a demo as you rotate there, because it's as you rotate. Nice, let's get a setup here. Oh, it's unfortunate. These touches are just too much on an angle, and they're impossible to create. Like, this touch needs to be at the front post, but you make it at the corner, and so then it's like useless, right?
Yeah.
Just feels bad. So yeah, just working on the consistency of our touches. Good try. Okay, we talked about a couple ideas there that you can implement in your gameplay. We talked about setting up air dribbles. We talked about boost padding. There was a lot of kickoff mayhem. Squishy saves. Yep. A few more advanced things.
Yeah, I feel that boost pathing will be quite useful.
Okay, good.
Like house play on low boost and sort of like, okay, like the rule, yeah, sure, try and go back post, but like in this scenario it's okay because there's no point being back post with 0 boost.
Exactly right. Yeah, you said that very well. Very well put.
Thank you.
Thank you. So exciting. Who is up next in the Discords? We got Reigns.
Yep.
In blue square, and then I'm outie. Reigns in blue square. How you doing, Reigns?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
Good. Good, good, good. My eyes are watering a little bit. I'm gonna stand up for a sec, but let's pull up the replay. Reigns, I'm in 3. How can I help?
I just need tips and game sense improving, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Or like what I can do to genuinely improve. Whatever you see.
Your recoil?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The ball's going to go to the left here. You play it around him. This is going to bounce up a little bit middle. Moving back. Could use some power slide. A little tough to read this bounce, but after you don't read the bounce, so it kind of bounces up or out, and you were hoping it would bounce up. Always jump, wave, dash down. Jump, wave, dash down. Advanced players never don't do the basics. Great 2 taps of the power slide to get a nice first touch here. I think the only correction I would give is I know this touch is very challenging, but this touch really needs to be going at the net.
Yeah.
When you make any sort of setup touch and it's even slightly off, this is incredibly hard to correct on the net. It's like he can just let you do your thing because you can't score it. We also want to be careful about using boost to make this touch. When the ball's moving at you, you don't need to use boost to give it pop. But we used 20 boost here just to give it pop, which gave us less for the rest of the air dribble. We only had 33 by the time we jumped. We wasted a lot of boost there on inefficient setup.
Yeah.
You see that? Like, we should have had 70 by the time we took off there. Somebody said 67 boost. 6-7, yep. Yep, how's it going? Bang. Don't hate a shot. Also don't love a shot. Who's challenging you?
Bottom right there, but...
Yeah, even if you're putting it bottom right, though, I'm just not confident this is going in. Like, he can save 90... I think he's saving anything in the yellow box.
I think I just kind of panicked, yeah.
Yeah, I think here, much better is one touch and then shoot. Then you almost guaranteed score. You let your teammate demo, you move it closer to the net, etc. You apply pressure, you force an error, right? You let them panic. Do you play chess?
No.
In chess, there's a saying, sometimes the threat is greater than the execution. Do you know what that means?
Kind of grasp what it means, yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of imagine. By chipping the ball up at their goal line and preparing for a shot, they could just double jump and panic and whiff, and then you fake them. Or you could actually shoot. But by shooting immediately, the threat is less powerful. That makes sense? Because now he knows exactly what he has to do to save. He has to go. Versus if you pause, they kill their speed, they might panic, they might double commit. So you could just slam the brakes here, make one soft touch that moves out to the right, and then try to shoot.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody says I would aim bottom left. Yeah, I mean, if you shoot better, like, there's a lot of things. But once again, sometimes the threat is greater than execution. So, like, you do a great job of it here. But remember, when the ball is rolling at us in Rocket League, it's going to get a lot of pop without us doing anything. Players underestimate this effect. So you're driving at it, and you don't seem like you're driving at it very fast, right? But you get this pop, and it just flies away from you. This ball just flies away from you, and he gets a 50.
So it's better to get like a small pop than too big of a pop.
Correct. It's a balance. You want to get a pop it's like the Goldilocks zone, right?
Right.
You want to get a pop that's just right. A good pack to practice this is Dribble Gem. I'll show you an example here. Where's Dribble Gem? So watching this pack, if you skip to like the middle couple shots, you'll see some rolling setups. Like this ball's rolling at me really slow. I don't have to do anything to get a pop. See how much pop I get? And if it's rolling at me fast, just that touch gives me a pop. I'm not driving at all, and it pops. If I drive a little bit, it gets pop. See how far it pops out? And if you add any boost, you completely lose it.
Right.
So yeah, you really want to be brake tapping into this pop. So it's like you almost like slow down, go slower than you think, and then you can get this pop and shoot. And I'm across the field right now. And you see how much pop I can get. And I barely even used any boost. So this is what we're going for. This make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah. And on a ball that's moving really fast, like I'll show you in this pop reset pack. Like some balls you can just let hit you. So this is like shot 5. I didn't even do anything. See how high that goes?
Yeah.
If I drive into this at all, I completely lose it. Right? So don't underestimate. When a ball's rolling at you, it will get tons of pop. You don't need to do anything, especially if it's rolling at you fast. You just let it hit you. Cool. Cool. That's a useful concept.
I'm going to go now. Thank you very much.
See ya. Thanks, Steven.
Bye.
All right, we'll watch a little bit more of your gameplay, Reigns.
I appreciate it.
So yeah, remember soft pops, brake tap before you hit it.
Yeah.
Good speed flip. Looks really good. We already watched this. Let's see. Demoed here. And you just get scored on. Feels bad. Supporting your teammate here. Goes to the back left. That's okay. You should grab this corner boost. Let's relax. Let's see where he is. Nice. This touch is not bad. Teammate should have this. Let your teammate go. He doesn't want to go. That's fine. You can take it if he doesn't want to go. This flip into the wall's okay. Ideally, this is a rolling setup, right? We want something that rolls up the wall here. If you're going to play it off the wall, I would recommend something that rolls up the wall. You could go for some sort of air dribble play, right?
What I saw in here, I thought he was going to chase me up the wall, so I tried to hit it off the wall, hoping my teammate was mid for it.
Okay. Yeah. That's just something you'll recognize with hours, that he's too far to chase you here. Like, he could try to chase you up wall, but he's just a little too far back to stop you, I think. Maybe bump him there. I'd love to see you bump him there. Right here. Bump. He's about to land. If you turn left, you can pretty much kill him, guaranteed. Teammate tries for a setup. Can't quite get. Nice. Love the control. Great try on the flick. Oh, you should have an open there.
Oh.
Feels bad.
Yeah, I just leave it 'cause it's open.
Bad recovery, but I think you were scored on anyways. Teammate should go. I wish your teammate would go for these. I don't know if you're playing together. You should let your teammate go if he's going, but if he's not, then I guess you can take it. Your teammate has easy touches here. Don't panic. I think now we're getting in the habit of covering for a teammate too much. You can be Superman, but like here, once this happens, your teammate's next. Get behind him.
Very inconfident in like his plays, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like just taking it a little bit.
Yeah. Here, I'd probably just move back, let your teammate go. Signal to him. It's a little challenging because he is a little bit unconfident, but your body language also signals to him that you want it. Like, you keep flipping at the ball. You never flip to get behind him.
Right.
So it's an important balance. Like, you can definitely go if you're more confident, but there are times where if you flip at the ball, he's going to think you're going.
Yeah.
So here, I'd probably just move back by default. Landon says, great tips and advice. Hope to catch more in the future. Appreciate it. Good job supporting teammate. I like how you're following him into the corner. Nice. He's going to leave boost. Is okay. Stay behind your teammate here. This is always really awkward. Good luck. Nice. I don't mind playing the ball around him. Looking for a side boost. That's a fair play there. Here, I would get behind. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing here, but...
Just got a little bit bored.
He got a little bit bored. True. Nice shot. Go in.
Just in, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
That's not.
He saved it. I think you were missing, but he saved it. I'm gonna blame it on him. I like your boost. I don't know what boost troll it is. Maybe? Nice! Yeah, so I would suggest flipping out and getting behind your teammate just to give him permission to go, if that makes sense sometimes. Somebody said, are you standing? Yes, I'm standing. And consistency with touches, right? So not hitting him too heavy, as well as getting the touches on a straight line at the net. Like, if you're going for these aerial setups, a good pack to practice this is realistic air dribbles. We need to remember in Rocket League, if we get a touch on an angle, it's like pretty much like useless. Like, if I hit this ball into the corner, this air dribble now sucks. Like, it just sucks, right? If I hit it this way, this air dribble sucks. right? Like I can do a ton of stuff, but the best I could do is get a pass. Versus if I can get this touch at the front post here, now this air dribble is scary. Now they have to jump, right? It's the same thing with the shot like this. If I get my first touch like this air dribble kind of sucks. They don't have to jump here. If I get my first touch like this air dribble sucks. They don't have to jump. They just let me do this. They know where it's going to come. But if I get this air dribble touch here, this is scary. That makes sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's a small thing, but I did a coaching session with a pro, and he literally told me this. And I'm like, 5 ranks higher than you. So it's very useful. Very, very important. Cool. I hope that helps. Thanks, Reigns. I appreciate you submitting.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good day.
You too. All right, blue square. Last replay.
Yeah.
My hero. You waited it out. My champion. How you doing?
Doing fun.
All right, let's see if I can help, my man. Blue square, diamond 2.
It's a diamond 3 lobby, but I'm diamond 2.
Cool. Diamond 3 lobby, but you're diamond 2. Sounds good. Anything in specific I can help with?
Look, I got the couch.
Just tips? Okay. Can't get the catch. You're going to hit the ball to the right. Going for a 50 is not a bad strategy when you kind of, if you don't get your mechanical play. Unlucky. That's the boost. We're fine though. He's going to boom this away. Make sure you grab the boost. See if this ball goes over. Luckily our teammate has it. Good wave dash. Support the teammate here. See what happens. I see it's at 4. That might just be in. Good. It's just in. Gamer Z says good short moment. Oh, that is a good short moment. Gamer Z. So you're going to cheat up here. This ball goes to the left. What happens? I think he's just a little bit faster.
Yeah, he's faster.
He's just slightly faster. It's not in. You should be okay if your teammate goes. Nice. I love getting a demo there. Fortunately, your teammate hits into it. Good half flip. I love taking this boost. This is really good awareness. Ooh, this is a little greedy. Okay, we got a little bit greedy. We took our eyes off the prize. So this boost steal, great. Now there's about to be a 50-50. Yeah, so
yeah, immediately after they scored, I just went, okay, why did I do that?
Yeah. Well, it is your teammate's fault.
Just turn back after taking the first.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here. Your teammate really shouldn't be getting dunked this bad. Like, I would have been you should have been supporting your teammate, because what I expected was like a 50-50. Like, I expected they would like collide in the midfield here. I didn't expect it would just be in your net immediately. So maybe there's an argument to be made for like, yeah, your teammate really threw there. Maybe you couldn't have saved that anyways, but you definitely should have been grabbing half boost. So either way.
Yeah.
I'm glad you recognized that in the moment. Hey Luke, what video did you talk about the cross map air dribble that was in your shorts recently? Those shorts were sourced on videos that are not public yet. So those videos will be public. They'll be on the League Bootcamp channel and the main channel. So those cross map air dribble shorts are not out like that long form video that those are in, the shirtless ones, they're not out yet. Yeah. You're cheating here. Cool. Ball goes to the right. You're gonna be supporting behind your teammate. This is fine. I would love to see you a little bit more to the right for the same reasons we talked about earlier. Were you here when we talked about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you understand that this angle is just harder to score than if you were like right here.
Yeah.
That's a straight line, right?
Yeah.
Somebody needs to cut here. All right. It's going to be your teammate. I would probably rather it be you. When your teammate moves back for boost, I would probably rather you turn. You turn either way, but start pressuring him. When your teammate has that corner boost, your teammate is basically stronger, right? Like he's going full back. You see that? Over there?
Yeah, he can get more power on the ball.
Exactly right.
If I turn it around.
That's exactly right. Yes, he can get more power on the ball if you turn it around. Then if he goes, you're in a worse position to respond. You see this?
Yeah.
So you should be the one to go first. That's exactly right. You should challenge for your teammate here because he's grabbing the 100 boost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad you realized that. You're a fast learner. It's good. Nice. Ball's going to come middle. We're going to go for a shot. Good try on the shot. Almost placement. Just need to place it a little better. This is diamond 2, I believe.
Yep.
Nice. Good follow-up. Good shot.
Yep.
Sit down.
And then this is where I fumble.
This is where the whole game goes?
Yep.
Well, you got a good
catch
kickoff,
up.
so what could go wrong? Okay, gets a save. Teammate's going. You're going to support your teammate here. You're facing the ball. This is good. Let teammate go. Watch 50s. Not bad. Okay, we want to hit this into the wall. Okay, kind of get bonked. That's unlucky. So when a 50-50 happens, I know this is hard to do, but you want to be mirroring your teammate's movements. So when your teammate is here, you're here. When your teammate is here, you're here. When your teammate is here, you're here. You move left with your teammate. So like if your teammate is facing this way, you want to be behind him facing this way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera. So because you move a little bit off to the left, you're basically, your teammate also kind of messes up his play because he just like floats behind the ball. But by moving a little bit off to the left, now when the 50 kills here, the ball goes behind you, which is really awkward. If you were just like one car length back, you'd be fine. It's hard to recognize because your teammate really messes up here. But if you were just a little more patient, you would be fine. And then we tried to flip. We want to flip that ball into the wall there. Can.
I kind of.
This is really awkward. Why is this so awkward? Okay, so in general, you have two options here. If you're cutting for your teammate, like you're trying to, if you're going to early chow him, you can go. Like if you want to early challenge, you can go right now. Like if you think you can dunk, go. But in general, I would recommend that you turn to your right here. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Because when you drive forward and then you don't cut, but you also don't go, but you also don't go full back, what ends up happening is you just go sit on your front post. And then if you look from this angle, you realize, oh, blue doesn't have any coverage.
For both me and my teammate.
Yes. Yes, you're stacking on top of you and your teammate. Yeah. So I'm basically what I'm saying is if you want to cut, you're allowed to cut. But you have to go for the ball here if that's what you're doing. Otherwise, you need to go back.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, by moving to another corner, you get really awkward here. Good try.
Yeah, that's where both all three guys just go floating in the air.
Yeah. Good try. Be careful about these flips. Like these flips are not good. They're making you worse. Like when you flip into the corner, now you're like, I'm awkward, and then you just like, go back. Flipping into the corner if you're not going for the ball is very dangerous. Good try. Using them on rotations, totally fine. Yeah, so the big thing is when you're supporting your teammate too, make sure that you're mirroring your teammate's movements. So when you move ahead of your teammate for the center ball, but then they challenge your teammate, now you're facing the wrong way. You can't go for the ball.
Yeah.
But if you're on the right the whole time and you're mirroring your teammate's movements, so you don't rush to the center, but instead you're supporting flexibly back here, when they hit it middle, you can still go. Versus if your teammate moves to the left and your teammate succeeds, you move to the left with him. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
When you get ahead of your teammate or ahead of the play, bad things happen.
Okay.
And whoa, we got scored on. All that awkwardness ended up confusing, and then you got scored on. Yeah. That was a little confusing because it looked like two players were going at the ball, but yeah. Good try. Oh, yeah. So the wheels are falling off the wagon. What happened on this kickoff? This will be the last section, Mike, because my timer just went up. But we went for the kickoff. They hit it above. Oh, went inside the post, and then your teammate made a really bad save, and then you went out. Yeah, I just don't think you should be scared here. Your teammate saves it, but your teammate's still going at the ball. So once again, just get behind him.
Mhm.
But by getting beat, now you're really beat. Yeah, so just a couple instances where you getting behind your teammate would be better for your team, right?
Okay.
Just a couple instances where if you get behind your teammate, you're in a much better position overall.
Yeah.
But you're a fast learner. You learned a bunch of the concepts. We talked about second man positioning. We talked about a couple different improvements. So I appreciate you waiting all the way to the end. What was it, blue?
Yeah.
Do you prefer blue? Blue square.
I don't mind.
Yeah. We'll get there. I'm conscious some people submitted replays later, but I'm gonna have to draw a line at this because I've been going for a little overtime. But blue, I hope that was helpful.
Yeah, it was.
I apologize,
Thanks.
Kara. We weren't able to get to your replay yet, but I appreciate you. And Aries and Red Town. I'll see y'all at the next couple events. The good news is we added some more events to the event calendar, so that's a thing. Check out the event calendar if you didn't see the update. But yeah, I appreciate y'all coming out. Paul Rooney says, your coaching is phenomenal. Appreciate you, Paul Rooney. That's what we're here for. Sub says 100. What was that for? Oh, yeah, that was when I asked for somebody to say something in the chat. Appreciate y'all coming out. Rocket League Clubhouse, link in description. I think we've had pings going on. Over 15 events every month with me and pros. Free 30-day trial, link in the description below. Appreciate you guys coming out. I'm live in here every Monday night. Rocket League Clubhouse, link in description. One-on-one coaching, bootcamp, more stuff, link in description. But yeah, Clubhouse, I'm in here every Monday night. We added 2 events, so I'm in here Sundays as well now. And some of the other pros in the community added some more events too. So we've got that going on. But I appreciate y'all coming out. Thanks so much for being here. And I will see you at the next coaching session. Peace, y'all. Thanks for coming. Later. Have a good night. I'm going to go do some yoga. Stretch it out. I am sore. If you follow me on Instagram,